Okay, we're out here in the hot Aussie summer bush. Is my face red? Probably is. I'm very hot. We've got the new Giant Trance Advanced Pro Zero 29er. This is a brand new long-term test bike. I am really excited about it. I've just finished a brilliant ride. I'm buzzing, I'm inspired, so let's talk about it. We made no secret that we absolutely loved the aluminium version of this bike. The Trance Advanced 29er 1 with an aluminium frame, Fox suspension, SRAM parts. That bike was just dialed, and we spent a lot of time on it and loved how it rode. Great single track manners and stacked up against a lot of 5.5 gram bikes really well. It begged the argument about aluminium frame versus carbon frame to get a high level spec versus a lower level spec. Now we got our hands on the high end, top of the line carbon version of the same bike. Still uses 29-inch wheels, 130 mils of suspension at the front and 115 at the back. This bike also comes with Giant's new wheel system, the TRX system with their hubs. The previous version of these carbon wheels from Giant did have their fair share of issues. So fast forward to now, that's a completely different system. It's a very different looking wheel set and they are very confident in it, and we are going to give them hell to find out. Yeah, this bike is 9 grand and it comes with premium stuff. Let's talk about the suspension. DVO, don't know much about it, but what we do know is they have a very high reputation for having a lot of tunability available at the consumer level. This is a long-term test bike for us, which is exciting, so get used to seeing it a lot over the next little while. We have some big plans for it. It's not like this bike requires any upgrading, that's for sure. But what we're going to use this bike as a basis for is testing out some of the new things that are coming to market. We're talking Shimano XTR, SRAM Wireless Eagle, the new Reverb dropper post. We've got some new stuff coming from Pro, Maxxis. We're going to try and convert this bike into a cross-country race bike using only a few modifications. So we know a lot of people have trail bikes but might do a race once or twice a year. So this is an example that we're going to use, converting this bike into a race bike, maybe to changing tires, stem length, and maybe changing wheels. Let's see what we can do to make this thing feel great for race day, because it feels fantastic on the trail. This thing rips turns, it feels low, very stable, and with Maxxis minions on a very short travel bike, it feels like you can really rip it hard, but it doesn't feel loafy and bouncy like a lot of long travel bikes do. 115 mils of travel at the back, that's not a lot. So what you do is you get a lot of engagement in the trail. When you're out of the saddle and pedaling, you can feel the terrain more, but it doesn't feel very harsh like a lot of short travel bikes do. They've really made this bike feel like it has a lot more travel than it does. Sounds like a cliche, it's true. Give it a whirl. All right, well that's it for now. If you want to keep up to date with what we're doing with this bike, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and keep an eye out for more from the Giant Trance Advanced. Ciao.